Think you know Gravity Falls? Think again. From banned secrets Disney tried to bury to a fanfic so wild the creators wish it never existed. Today, we unlock the hidden truths lurking just behind the Mystery Shack's door. You probably didn't know that Soos, everyone's favorite handyman, almost didn't exist. In fact, Soos wasn't even in the original Gravity Falls pilot script. He started as just a tiny paragraph in the show's early documents, and animator Mike Rianda had to fight tooth and nail to keep him alive.
I know, and I'm comfortable with that.
Thankfully, Rianda wasn't comfortable losing him. Even stranger? Soos's name wasn't supposed to be Soos at all. Disney quickly rejected his original name, Jesus, forcing the writers to cycle through alternatives like Soos and Soos before finally landing on that goofy double O we all know and love. Of course, Soos probably wouldn't mind being labeled a bit goofy, given that he's well aware.
My wisdom is both a blessing and a curse.
And apparently so is your name, buddy. As for knowing Gravity Falls' deepest mysteries, Soos was initially intended to hold far more secrets about Stan than he did in the final series. An old online Gravity Falls game even hinted that Soos had a hidden layer of knowledge, claiming explicitly that he knew more than he let on. But as we know from the actual show, this intriguing angle never quite materialized. Yet Soos himself once casually hinted at hidden knowledge.
Look, dude, I believe you. I'm always noticing weird stuff in this town. Like the mailman? Pretty sure that dude's a werewolf.
Maybe Soos really did know more. After all, in Gravity Falls, everyone's got secrets. Even your lovable handyman. Tad Strange, the guy's so normal it's suspicious, carries a hidden wink right in his voice.
Hi guys, Tad's the name, and being normal's my game.
Loving you, Tad!
And I love bread.
That sunny reassurance you hear at the checkout counter, it's Cecil Baldwin, the storyteller of Welcome to Night Vale, lending Gravity Falls a crossover vibe that slips past most viewers. The strangeness doesn't end there. Bill Cipher almost sounded even stranger. Alex Hirsch begged cult director David Lynch to voice the Dream Demon, hoping to fuse Twin Peaks energy directly into the show. Lynch flat out passed, so Hirsch grabbed the mic himself and unleashed a spot-on Lynch impression that became Bill's iconic cackle. That wasn't the only echo from the Black Lodge. In the series finale, the bus that rolls through town is driven by Kyle MacLachlan, Agent Cooper himself.
Now, hold on a second. Bringing animals aboard a moving vehicle is strictly prohibited by...
An Easter egg hiding in plain sight on the highway out of Weirdmageddon. And as Dipper once ominously narrated,
"Our uncle told us there was nothing strange about this town, but who knows what other secrets are waiting to be unlocked."
Good question, Dipper. Agent Cooper's presence proves that those secrets include some serious multiverse guest stars. If the show can smuggle Night Vale narrators and Twin Peaks legends into its background noise, imagine what else slipped through the cracks. But Bill's reach goes far beyond voice booths. Gravity Falls refuses to stay in its own dimension. In Stan's flashback, a question mark mug, a pen, and a notebook whirl into the portal, then re-emerge in a Rick and Morty chase scene 2 universes away, silently proving that both shows share the same cosmic junk drawer.
I'm telling you, something weird is going on in this town.
Weird doesn't even begin to cover dimension-hopping coffee mugs. Bill Cipher isn't content with cameos. He colonizes pop culture. Alex Hirsch announced that every one-eyed triangle sighting in the Owl House, The Simpsons, and beyond is 100% canon, knitting Disney's weirdest worlds into a single star-shaped nexus. Scan for triangles and you'll spot him on computer monitors, Instagram scavenger hunts, even graffiti and music videos. Dipper's got the triangle symbolism covered.
The triangle is the alchemist's symbol for flame. Lighting the parchment on fire will reveal the secret message.
It's so obvious.
Flames or not, Bill's secret message clearly reads, "I'm everywhere." The crossovers aren't limited to triangles. Dipper's pine tree hat shows up among Ida's hoarded human trinkets, while a Bill silhouette lurks on hospital screens in Rick and Morty. Blink and you miss it proof that Gravity Falls is leaking into every ominous hallway of animation. And just when fans thought they'd cataloged every reference, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers slipped Dipper into its parade of bootleg tunes like a wink from the multiverse's bargain bin.
Rest assured, there's a perfectly logical explanation.
Sure, Dipper, totally logical that your hat, your face, and the half of Gravity Falls are doing multiverse cameos like they've got frequent flyer miles. If background props can punch through dimensions, imagine what happens when writers start winging the main plot. Because those winks were only possible once the story itself turned improvisational. Disney's standards and practices inbox looked less like corporate feedback and more like a midnight satire. One 2022 Twitter thread from Alex Hirsch shows executives warning that a single line about a teddy bear suit might make kids picture furries having hot sex, and suggests rewriting an innocent limerick because the S&P staff literally invented a dirtier rhyme in their own heads. You can almost hear Dipper's voice echoing their paranoia.
Oh, this is crazy. Finally, someone who understands that.
Exactly, Dipper. Someone finally does understand, just not the folks writing those notes. That was hardly the studio's only clash with Gravity Falls weirdness. When a Chilean news network ran a breathless segment claiming Journal 3 was demonic, the flap spiraled into social media outrage and even triggered fresh arguments between Hirsch and Disney about how dark the tie-in books could get. Maybe the panic was justified, considering Dipper's early warnings.
Uncle Stan said I was being paranoid, but according to this book, Gravity Falls has this secret dark side.
Sorry, Chilean news. Turns out Gravity Falls was dark all along. Hirsch had been fighting subtler battles for years. He later confirmed that Wendy Corduroy's bisexuality was planned from day one, but repeated notes from Disney quietly erased every on-screen hint until the show wrapped. Disney's erasure mirror is another of Dipper's discoveries.
Uncle Stan, whenever I'm in those woods, I feel like I'm being watched.
This again.
Sounds like Disney was watching pretty closely too, Dipper. Corporate vetoes, international panic, and queerness scrubbed by red ink. Yet every cut only made the fandom dig deeper. Fans fought back in their own way, much like Dipper realizing his allies during battle.
But when you battle 100 gnomes side by side with someone, you realize that they've probably always got your back.
Fans definitely had Gravity Falls back, even against 100 Disney censors. When lockdowns threatened to shutter Confusion Hill, the crooked roadside funhouse that inspired the Mystery Shack, fans fired up a GoFundMe and smashed the $9,000 target in days, literally rescuing the building from oblivion, as Dipper once sarcastically described it.
Our uncle had transformed his house into a tourist trap he called the Mystery Shack. The real mystery was why anyone came.
Maybe the tourists knew something you didn't, Dipper, like the shack's real-world inspiration was worth saving. 4 years earlier, the same fandom cracked Alex Hirsch's globe-spanning cipher hunt. They chased ciphers from St. Petersburg to Tokyo, solved a 2-ton jigsaw of clues in 13 sleepless days, and dug up a life-size Bill Cipher statue in the Oregon woods, complete with a final riddle hinting Bill still ticks inside Stan's mind. In Gravity Falls, after all, clue hunting is routine.
In this town, anything is possible. Ghosts, zombies, could be months before we find our first clue.
Good thing the fandom solved it faster than that, Dipper. Bill Cipher statues don't wait forever. So when Disney says the show is over, fans politely disagree. They redraw maps, crowdfund landmarks, and drag a dream demon into reality, much like Mabel's confident prediction.
Mock all you want, brother, but I got a good feeling about this summer. I wouldn't be surprised if the man of my dreams walked through that door right now.
Fans didn't wait for dreams, they turned Gravity Falls into reality themselves. Yet the fandom's strangest creation didn't need plane tickets or donation links. It began with a taco. Dipper has wrestled with garden gnome swarms, dream demons, and time-traveling warlords, but the fandom threw him into something far stranger. In 2013, an anonymous author posted a goofy slice-of-life fic called Dipper Goes to Taco Bell. The opening is innocent enough. Our pine tree hatted hero gets the munchies, wanders through the forest, and spots a lone Taco Bell glowing in the dark. This isn't much stranger than a normal day in Gravity Falls, considering Dipper once described himself as,
My name is Dipper. You may be wondering what we're doing in a golf cart, fleeing from a creature of unimaginable horror.
Turns out fleeing horrors became his specialty, but even Dipper might draw the line at cursed fast food establishments. Then the story jackknifes from sitcom to urban legend territory. What starts as just a guy grabbing a taco mutates into a gross-out cascade of body horror gags and increasingly unalive punchlines that escalate until even the restaurant staff has to stage a cover-up worthy of Weirdmageddon. Gravity Falls' locals understand escalation all too well. As Jeff the Gnome famously asked,
Is this weird? Is this too weird? You need to sit down.
"Yes, Jeff, this is too weird, even for Gravity Falls standards." The fic was so off the rails that moderators yanked it within days, but not before screenshots, dramatic YouTube readings, and parody animations turned DGTTB into a rite of passage for deep-end Gravity Falls fans. Even Alex Hirsch's crew has jokingly acknowledged its existence, sealing its status as cursed canon-adjacent folklore. The show's message about secret horrors feels especially relevant here.
Gravity Falls has this secret dark side.
Dipper clearly had no idea just how dark or weird things could get. If an unauthorized taco run can spawn a legend this enduring, imagine what secrets survive inside Disney's vault. Because the next revelation isn't fan-made at all. It's straight from Bill Cipher's own mouth. Bill Cipher never died. He just got a book deal. The Book of Bill, published on July 23, 2024, lets the Triangle himself narrate everything Disney wouldn't dare air. Between riddles and redactions, Bill flat out brags that he slipped the memory gun and is plotting fresh chaos from Dimension 1150. Chaos and Bill Cipher. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? As Old Man McGucket casually reminisced,
Created a homicidal pterodactyltron, and I constructed an 80-ton shame bot that exploded the entire downtown area!
Bill's chaos is clearly in good company. Disney hasn't closed the portal either. In a June 2024 interview, Executive Vice President Meredith Roberts confirmed the studio is in conversations with Alex about new content, shorts, crossovers, maybe even a full revival, and ended with the ominous promise, never say never. Just ask Wax Holmes about that ominous tone.
Cursed to come to life whenever the moon is waxing.
If wax figures can come back, reviving a show should be easy, right? Industry blogs, Spanish fan sites, and Comic-Con panels all echo the same whisper. More Gravity Falls is on the table, especially after Book of Bill hit the New York Times list and its limited collector's edition sold out in hours this July 2025. Maybe the real reason Bill is back is simpler, as Stan once put it.
As you know, I always bring the people of this fair town novelties and befuddlements, the likes of which the world has never known.
Looks like Bill Cipher took some business lessons from Stan himself. So if you spot a yellow top hat logo flickering in a new Disney intro, don't be surprised. The Triangle's contract negotiations may already be signed in invisible ink. And if Bill Cipher is back, what else is waiting to crawl through that portal? Gravity Falls hasn't just outlived its 2-season run, it's metastasized across timelines, message boards, and even a fictional Taco Bell. We uncovered hidden voice cameos, cross-dimensional props, improv-born prophecies, censorship battles, rescue missions, and the fanfic that refuses to stay deleted. And now a talking triangle is hawking his own memoir while Disney flirts with a revival. Dipper Pines himself reflected on the lasting impact of the town's secrets.
Unfortunately, my suspicions have been confirmed. I'm being watched.
Sorry, Dipper. Seems like we never stop watching. So keep your journal handy, tilt your head to spot any one-eyed silhouettes, and remember.
This place is so enchanting.
You know what? For once, she's absolutely right. Gravity Falls is enchanting. Just, with a little extra weird sprinkled on top. Because the Mystery Shack never truly closes. Somewhere in the Pines, maybe behind a fast food counter, another secret is already whispering your name. Or as Mabel quietly urged,
Take me with you.
Don't worry, Mabel, we're all still along for the ride. So, was there something you didn't know, or maybe something I missed? Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it and leave a comment. They make me really happy. Also, do you want more Gravity Falls fun? Check the rest of my videos. I hope you enjoy them.